Welcome back, everybody. We are here, we're ready, and Perfect World is behaving for now. Our final series of the day as we round up the quarterfinals for the ESL One Hamburg qualifiers for China, EHOME against IGV. So EHOME, they had one stage extra. IGV were directly invited into the quarterfinals. Yes. In the round of 8, or I guess round of 12, as Liquipedia is calling it, EHOME beats Rocky, or Rock Y, 2-0, pretty easily. Not a huge contest there between the two teams, but now they face a real team, a real contender. IG Vitality. One little swap up, of course. They did lose Paparazzi, unfortunately. He went over to Vici Gaming. In July also has disappeared. But they got Flyby and SRF. So SRF is on loan from Vici Gaming Potential. He is one of the, I guess one of the players on one of the youth teams of Vici Gaming. You know, they've been pulling from that youth team for quite some time, bringing in the new lads up in the ranks. While Flyby has been around for a little while. You know, used to play on CDEC around 2016. What was that for about a year? 2016 September to September, yeah. So from CDEC came over to IG Vitality. And the roles should be pretty simple. Flyby 1, Sakata still playing the 2. They might swap things around like they did before with Paparazzi depending on the heroes, but we'll see how that goes. SRF, the off-laner, replacing in July. Then you still have Dogfights and Super as your 4 and 5. The draft so far pretty freaking standard here for China. Lich Venno, Nyx Bat. The Oracle pickup at the start kind of triggered the Huskar ban there, I think, and Anti-Mage, one of the favourite heroes of EHOME, CTY, as well as Old Chicken, could have picked that up for themselves. So it's a pretty sound removal there, as they could have been ramping themselves up for a kind of 4 Protect 5 lineup for EHOME. IGV, though, this is literally stock standard. ES, AA, Puck, Sven. We've seen like a million teams run this exact lineup. You have the Sven, ES, AA, triple combo, you have the Puck AA combo. You've got so many ways to get Ice Blast into the fights with the control and lockdown from your other multiple cores, and you scale well on top of it all. You know? Sven farms very quickly. Puck has the 420 GPM talent when you get 25, but you've got flash farming capabilities galore. EHOME come out now with a Monkey King. So with their roaming 4 in the Earth Spirit and their offlane Clockwork, they now add in another melee hero here. Lots of physical damage. It doesn't have the little extended range, though, of course. We've seen a lot of Battle Fury Monkey Kings over the past couple of days coming out of China. Battle Fury Shadowblade, Battle Fury S&Y. Anything that gets you up and running and puts you in fighting shape, as the Battle Fury gives you some really great flash farm capabilities. Just being able to jump over the trees and farm jungle camps. Pretty much like an anti-mage, to be honest.
5 seconds
Final picks, though. Mid laner here for EHOME, so that will be CTY's little pick. They have this is the trouble with EHOME for me, because they've kind of appropriated these wings players, Faith Bian and Innocence, or Y as he's tagged up. Yesterday they did some funky things. They put Darkseer mid, which Faith Bian played. They had a safe lane Brood, which I believe was Old Chicken. They had all these funky names, so I couldn't figure out exactly who they were. I'm pretty sure it was Old Chicken Brood. Then they did some aggro Trine with a PL, which CTY played, and they just put heroes wherever they wanted to, but it seemed simple against the open qualifier team they were against yesterday. This time around may not be as easy. So I think CTY's hero is going to be the last one to come out, and it's going to be the Death Prophet. So they do, in the end, go for the Oracle DP combination that has become so loved by the Chinese teams. Against an AA, it can be a little bit scary. There's lots of burst damage from the Sven and Puck as well. So you do have to be very wary about that as the Death Prophet. How far forward you are standing away from the rest of your team. And Oracle's positioning is pretty key as well.
5 seconds
because you need the False Promise. Not on yourself, but on the DP, to be perfectly honest. Forcing the False Promise is worse than, I don't know if it's equal to, but it's probably worse than forcing Grave from Dazzle onto someone. Yeah, it's much worse than that. Of course it is. 5th pick from IGV. This could literally be anything, right? This could be anything but the one-role hero. Because you could have offlane Earthshaker or 4-roll. AA could be, I guess AA is going to be the 5, right? So, could be offlane, it could be mid, could be the 4. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. But it's not coming. I hate it when this happens. I don't think I'm sneezing now. No, I'm good. Ha. Okie dokie. So, mid laner maybe? This is a difficult choice. What do they need? That's the thing with these 4 heroes. It doesn't feel like they need anything at all, to be perfectly honest. I mean, if they put offlane Earthshaker, who's it going to be against? Monkey King? That's not fun. So 4-roll Earthshaker, 5 AA. Puck could go offlane, and then they can pick a different mid hero. But China doesn't do that a lot. They like their Puck mid, but they go with the Queen of Pain. So it looks like it will be the offlane Puck. Yeah, okay. That's nice. So they go with Queen of Pain, more burst damage. Going to do decently mid lane against the Death Prophet. Very elusive as well. And what lockdown do we have against her? There's Earth Spirit combo. There's Hookshot. And that is pretty much it. You know, Boundless Strike and Fortune's End are very, very measly stuns. So Queen of Pain here should have a pretty nice time jumping in and out of team fights. Does have to be worried about the nuke damage potential though. I guess EHOME has a silence, right? The Death Prophet's silence. Not a stun, but still something very good against the Queen of Pain, and may even force her to go for the Yule Scepter. Ooh. I no longer have to have these stupid text things telling you which team is which, because we're on the ticket. We've got real names, we've got real teams. Have I spoken too soon? No, I haven't. IG Vitality, EHOME, beautiful. Everyone has all of their names. Excellent. Right, no longer having to guess who is playing what. We have it right in front of our faces. So 4-roll Dogfights Earthshaker, perfect. SRF on the off-lane Puck. Mid lane's going to be Sakata playing the Queen of Pain, and bot lane Super AA helping out the flyby Sven. Classic combo, Sven AA. If you don't want the CK or can't get your hands on the Chaos Knight. Freaking spamming chat. They don't have the chat wheel sounds anymore, so they're just going to spam the regular stuff, I guess. But yeah, if you can't get your Chaos Knight, you've still got the Storm Hammer into Cold Feet. Really good combo. EHOME. Sneaky, sneaky. Where are you going? Hiding, lurking in the trees, hunting for enemies.
30 seconds to
I'm not going to find anything just yet. That is a really sneaky Observer Ward. Dye get that placed, and it's never going to be scouted, never going to be dewarded. Does it block the Ancient's camp as well? It does. So if the Earthshaker wants to be sitting mid, you know, he'll be standing around here somewhere to try and maybe find, you know, a kill on the DP, harassment, or just to save the Queen of Pain, more likely than not, from a rolling Earth Spirit. He'll want to come back and stack this camp for Sven, stack this camp for Sven as well, but he won't be able to because it's been sneakily blocked. That's pretty nifty. I like it. How are we matching up? DP against... Oh, hello. Hello. HYM has been found by dogfights. No courier snipes for either team just yet. Earthshaker forces back the Earth Spirit. And Earth Spirit stands on the high ground pretending to block this camp. So even if they come up here and like, oh, Earth Spirit blocked it, I guess we'll just have to wait. It's going to waste some time. So some nice little nuanced plays there. Not really gimmicky, just intelligent movements. As Queen of Pain starts laying into the Earth Spirit. Has lost a fair amount of HP, but has the Share Tango just to regen back up nicely. 3 for 0, even with the Death Prophet. Everything's normal. Top lane Puck in the off lane against the Monkey King and the Oracle. Well, Puck should be perfectly fine up here. Buy yourself a magic wand, get your phase boots, even aiming for the Orb of Venom, dodges out for the rolling boulder, and jaunts away. No real way of killing the Puck off. We'll have Orb again for the next attack as well, as the cooldowns match up pretty nicely. Mid lane Earthshaker just keeps throwing out these fishes onto old chicken. As the wonderful Faith Bian gets denied. A range creep taken away by Super. Tempo really does have to be set here by the Dire team, it feels. If they allow the Radiant to get into their Blink Daggers on Sven, on Earthshaker, if they can farm freely, this team is pretty much going to crush them. So EHOME need to get up and running very early on, get the Death Prophet online, get the Monkey King into battles. I wonder if he still goes for the Battle Fury build, or if he thinks something along the lines of, you know, the Shadow Blade. It does feel like the Battle Fury is kind of core on this one-roll Monkey King, though. Just being able to keep you relevant throughout, you know, the middle of the game, basically, and keep the items coming in. Because if you're jumping around looking for kills and ganks, the Battle Fury just lets you clear, you know, a creep camp here, or a full lane wave there. It keeps the GPM flowing in. It's always nice. SRF, off to the west. Monkey King is not going to chase. Faith Bian, what are you doing? He's blocking the pull. He's dragging the creeps. So smart. So this is going to pull the creep wave, what, all the way back and drag it in between his tier 1 and tier 2? Or is he going to just tank it with the illusions here and start hitting them? Oh, tank it with the illusions. Probably should bring it down here and let it meet the creep wave down here. Make sure it doesn't aggro onto the tower or anything like that.
Dire's top tower
Keep the illusions on it. Come on, creepies. There we go, onto the real hero. Tower gets 1 hit in, 2 hits in. This will be fine. Faith Bian has actually dragged the creep wave all the way back as, whoa, boulder? Just rolling across, not gonna land onto anything just yet. Four-minute rune going to be scouted here by the Earthshaker, potentially. Earth Spirit going in to steal the bounty rune here from the western side of the map, though. Earthshaker thinks he has this. Oh, he does, actually. Earth Spirit. Mate, that was meant to be yours. Has to roll away now, use a boulder to get out of dodge. Faith Bian, the level 3 clockwork at nighttime with Battery Assault 2 and Cogs. Observer Ward here scouts that no one's come for the bounty rune, so Faith Bian is going to look for this AA who's likely pulling Battery Assault in. Super's going to get caught with the Cogs there. The Gold Feet probably going to catch the clockwork, but Super finds a way out. Little cut through the Cogs. Super's still alive. Faith Bian hasted, chasing in onto the AA. 2 hits is all he needs. There's 1, and here's the second. First blood from your clockwork against the Trilate. Earthshaker even came down here to help, but it's still not enough. Faith Bian. What an absolute monster. Harassing down an AA like that. In England, you'd be put on a list. Now the puck. Going for a play onto the Oracle. And now will regret his actions. There's a great silence into roll combination there. Not going for the boulders. This is a very unusual build for Earth Spirits, because more often than not you see 2-1-0 at level 3. But the silence there, so good against the puck, making sure that if the puck orbs, you can't jaunt to it, or you just stop the phase shift straight up from happening. The Observer Ward has expired. They will start to stack these Ancients now. Build up a bit of bank over here for the Sven. DD run up on the top spot, though, is going to go the way of Old Chicken. And Queen of Pain, how are we actually doing here? Very even in the last hits, about five more denies for the Quap, so she's going to be a little bit ahead in the old experience. Well, that's not true. That's very not true. Is it just the fact Earthshaker's been here leeching so much from her? While the Earth Spirit has very rarely been in the mid lane. So it's actually Old Chicken who's leading the charge in experience. Nearly level 7. Turns to fight Sakata. Maybe forces a blink here, but Enchant Totem with a cold feet means Sakata throws the Sonic Wave and Old Chicken dies. Very, very tight there. Holding onto the Sonic Wave. Very low HP at the end, but manages to get the kill and get out safely enough.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ancient Apparition. Nearly walking into the wrong neighborhood there. Earth Spirit as well as Oracle. Both wandering over into the Radiant Jungle.
Dire are scanning.
This is still going okay for the Dire team though. They are doing decently in these lanes. Death Prophet bringing phase boots out, I assume. No, still no phase boots. I guess that one death does hurt. Double null, brown boots bottle. It's only 8 minutes in. The second null is there. Super and flyby. Need to contest this pull across. Faith Bian playing aggressively in front of it though, and with Oracle behind. They're going to be able to keep this pull going. No, the creeps, they see it. They will be dragged across. I think this is fine though. This gives Clockwork complete free farm. Supports will get some experience down here at the same time, while top lane, Monkey, who's being chased around a little bit by the Puck and the Earthshaker, but he'll just jump up on the trees and clear some camps. CTY on this Monkey King. Looks like he's going to go for the Battle Fury build. He's got himself his Ring of Health. He'll buy the Void Stone, and he'll go into that nice little farming item that is so good on the MK. Jump forward to clear the creeps. Jump back up to make sure he's nice and safe. He loses one raindrop charge, but that's fine. Just very scared about the Earthshaker lurking around behind, so he's playing passively, just making sure he's okay. The rest of his team, of course, in no real position to react, and there's a 6 silence in from HYM. Not quite enough to find the kill, though, unfortunately. Old Chicken, 4-0-3-1, no points in the silence, and they couldn't quite finish off the Queen of Pain. Maybe another Purifying Flames would have done the job, but this is Exorcism used almost for nothing. Tier 1 doesn't take any damage. They will just shrine up and clear one of the ancient camps, though. They at least do get something out of the Exorcism, but not the most ideal or efficient use there. As Faith Bian moves on forward, maxing Battery Assault. He's got Soul Ring Tranquils at this point, but more importantly, he is level 6. That hook shot is ready to go. Who does he want to latch it onto, though? 3 Radiant Heroes are mid lane, lurking around behind this tier 1, behind the Queen of Pain. Sven wants to be able to stack this ancient camp, it looks like, and maybe even just clear it with the lifesteal he's got. These camps are going to be much safer for himself. With a bounty rune, he'll even pop his ulti just to clear these little clamps. Clear these little camps.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Pretty passive from both teams. 10 minutes in and only 3 kills. This is probably the slowest game we've had throughout this qualifier. As Faith Bian, he really wants to get into the mix. He wants to make action happen. There's the silence out from the DP, finally leveled up. Stunning cold feet onto Clockwork, though, means he's going to have to hookshot away, but he gets the cogs down to the Earthshaker, still not dead. Dogfight. Dogfight. Fisher through the Dream Coil in. EHOME diving too deep. They've killed off one, but they're going to lose so many. 3 fall from EHOME as the final one TPs away. Monkey King not joining this fight. They went for a 4v5. They thought they could dive in, but Faith Bian going a little bit too ballsy, a little bit too aggressive. And, well, he trapped himself inside the cogs rather than trapping just the Earthshaker. So much long-range magic nuke damage coming out of this Radiant team between Puck, Queen of Pain, but high ground Sven there with the cold feet was really the kicker. Manages to just throw a stun in. Fortunately, the Battle Fury is nearly done here for the Monkey King. He's about 1,300 gold away from it. And all of a sudden, we go from a 1-2 at 10 minutes to a 4-3. Still trying to push into this tier 1. Exorcism at the ready. Sonic Wave is down, of course. So this might be the time EHOME decide to go and run themselves forward and take an objective. Smoke up potentially here. No, not going to go for it. Still with a hook shot on Clockwork. They kind of need to go and latch onto someone. Find some kills. Puck is free farming. Sven is like, all of these Radiant heroes are free farming, right? You take a look at net worth. They have 3 cores that are doing very well for themselves. Monkey King is the only one. Sure, he's at the top, but not by that much ahead of the Sven. Then you have the DPM Clockwork behind the Puck, which is really, really tragic. But it's not just the cores. You look at dogfights. 600 gold already on the way to his Blink Dagger. And he's like 700 gold ahead of the Earth Spirit. Everything is going poorly here for the Dire team. They're not farming efficiently, and it looks like they might get caught. There's a raindrop charge going down thanks to the Dream Coil, but they've got the Cold Feet snap onto the Oracle. Not going to die just yet thanks to the Fate's Edict, keeping Innocence alive through all of that magic damage, or the majority of it. Farming. Ask Madison to blink for Sven, and this is suddenly going to really ramp up the speed of the game. As IG Vitality, they are playing to the beat of their own drummer. EHOME are playing without a drummer. There is no rhythm to their gameplay. They're very wonky right now. CTY is playing alone. Here's the trumpet solo going absolutely mental. Then you've got HYM kind of playing the violin over here, you know, sliding up and down the strings. But not entirely sure what EHOME are planning to do apart from just try and 5-man Death Ball with the Death Prophet. Because they've got solo pickoff from the Clockwork, they've got save from the Oracle. You know, they've got lots of little nice elements to their draft. Their heroes do cool things. I'm just not sure about the, synergy between them. Oracle and DP for sure have synergy. Clockwork and Earth Spirit, they kind of overlap in that initiation role. They overlap in that same kind of gap closing. We're going to run at you and suddenly we're on you, and the rest of our team is going to follow. That's their role. Monkey King's just going to be there doing damage and being elusive. But outside of that, those are kind of, micro synergies, right? What about the macro synergy here? What is the overall game plan that brings these heroes together? They're looking for some kind of pick-off. Super moves across to the east, and I think he might just have dodged a bullet here as the jaunt. Not going to come through from the Puck. That's an orb. And wasted. They're not going to go for the kill, though. They found Super instead. The AA is the one to fall, and Puck will survive for now. Until Faith Bian lands the hook shot with that Observer Ward. Perfectly placed, finding the second kill. So here are the pickoffs. There's the micro synergy between them. They've got the long-range catch, they've got lots of nuke damage, and they can kill people quickly. Mid lane, they jump into Earthshaker now. Monkey King, already off to an amazing start, wants to kill the Earthshaker, and looks like he might just do so. Throws his ulti out. Oh, dog fights. Yeah, he dies. Old Chicken gets the kill with that Crypt Swarm, it looked like there. So it looks like EHOME just want to try and battle, try and fight people. IG Vitality, we've talked about their synergy during the draft. There are so many combinations of spells and heroes you can pick off. You can team fight, you can defend towers, kill Roshan, and pretty much everything under the sun. This is a jack-of-all-trades draft. But it still has a couple of heroes that are masterful at some things as well. It's not a jack-of-all-trades, master of none. It's a jack-of-all-trades. But masters of some. And here we go. First Blink Dagger play of the game from the Sven. They've got the Ice Blast to go as well. Just need to start things off potentially with a Fissure. They do wander close to the Roche Pit. They don't take the Illusion Rune just to keep themselves hidden away from EHOME, as Old Chicken farms this side of the jungle and must have been spotted by that Radiant Observer Ward, so they do swing down towards this middle lane. Without taking this tier 1 first though, it is pretty difficult to wrap around, and Earthshaker moves first. Sven has the ulti level 2, but they don't have any vision just yet. Rocket Flare flies across to the Roche Pit, expecting some kind of action there. Hookshot misses, Ice Blast comes across. Does land on a couple of people, but Radiant, they've given up. They don't want to go in behind the tier 2, tier 1. It's far too scary, so they swing instead up towards the top tier 2. They'll look to take this one down, farm the Dire jungle in the meantime, and just secure some objectives. They know that EHOME have grouped mid, and won't be able to take too much damage off this tier 2 without popping Exorcism, or using some significant amount of time and resources to try and bring it down. And while that's all said and done, it's a Queen of Pain and Puck solo taking tier 2. They will make this tower fall. Queen of Pain deciding not to go for any defensive items, even against a double silence and the hook shot here from the Dire team. Gonna go for the Orchid. Straight after the Veil of Discord instead. Very aggressive build. Puck clears the wave mid lane with that freshly purchased Blink Dagger. And in fact, let's have a look. Earthshaker is about 700 gold, 800 gold away from a blink of his own. And then they'll have this quadruple blink threat potentially. Now, Fortune's End does come out of Innocence onto Faith Beyond's Clockwork.
Yes.
Just get rid of the Shadow Strike.
Thank you, beauties.
Yet another smoke here from the Radiant. IGV. Where are they heading? Bottom lane, the Death Prophet is all alone. They scan in this area to see if anyone's farming there. I would be worried if someone's hiding behind the Death Prophet. Oracle, Monkey King, whoever it may be. There is actually no one, so Old Chicken kind of calls their bluff there. They've got heroes now showing top lane though. Monkey King jumps forward, looking for the puck, but won't find it. Death Prophet jumped upon. There's the stun with the cold feet, the gold strength now, and Old Chicken, the bluff has been uncalled. Sven and AA find him. He pushed a little bit too far. That one step too far forward. He wanted another wave, One more creep, that's all I want. Flyby as well as super, they do capitalize on that and exploit the Death Prophet. Clockwork in the meantime, diving into tier 2s apparently. Cleaned up though. 1-for-1 trade-off. Clockwork does kill the Earthshaker pre-blink as the Sonic Wave might be able to get them another kill. Sakata, false promise there. HYM saved up by Y. Should be fine back in the fountain as well with all of that lovely regen to go through the false promise. Perfectly fine.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under
So what do we have now? Veil already done the Queen of Pain, of course, so Puck decides to skip it and going for the Yule Scepter for that defensive mechanism. Already had the Soul Ring. So has been farming incredibly quickly, almost even with the net worth of the Death Prophet. Alright, we're watching Earthshaker because he's got his blink now. We're gonna watch the blink. Whoever carries the blink, we watch, because this is the important one. This is the one that hasn't been seen yet. EHOME, they know about the Sven, they know about the Puck, and of course, everyone knows about the Queen of Pain, because that is just a skill. But with a DD rune up at the top spot, I wonder. With one pick-off here, potentially the Dire could go into the Roche Pit, Ice Blast. Oh, they see the Death Prophet. She's showing herself mid lane. One hero behind her is the Clockwork, but there are three a little deeper as they move into Roshan. Now jumping in with a Monkey King. Holy shit, that's double damage. That is a lot of damage. I mean, IGV, they don't know about this DD. Roshan's already dead. If they smoke now, it's too late. Roshan's dead before they get there. It's gone. And now the AA put a Vortex into the pit. gives away his life to try and give vision to his team. The Dream Coil now onto 2. Fake shift away from the ball to smash, but in comes the puck, still wanting to battle apparently. Oh, this is so dangerous. The Ghosts are chasing. There's the jump forward from the Monkey King, but stunned as something killed his tree. So far, CTY's Monkey King working out nicely, and yeah, Battle Fury S and Y. Oh no, Battle Fury Mantis. Wait, hang on a second. Yeah, it's going to be the Mantis style, right? He's got the money for it. And this is such a smart play. He pushes enough top lane that you need to come back and defend the tier 1. Then he TPs to the Ancients here, so he's got the option of smoking with his team from here outwards. He can farm these creep camps here if he wants to, or he can come and clear these creep. Clockwork clears those creeps instead. Down a bottom lane, Earth Spirit has been found by Sakata with that Orchid. Easy kill, mid lane, catches in. Flyby jumps the Aegis carrier with the Ice Blast that got him. And Champ Token ready as well. There's no BKB on Monkey, remember. So that's a dead Monkey King as well. The Aegis is gone. Oh, Chicken's trying to come in and battle. What are you doing? Death Prophet. There is mana for a stun from Sven, but he's not fast enough. DP. Too speedy, as it looked like Oracle died in the back to the Queen of Pain at the same time. Came in from the wrong angle. Found by the Queen of Pain, as I think Oracle wanted to try and come in and save one of his teammates with the False Promise. But that there is the strength of this Radiant team. Jump in, kill one, slay everybody else. And the disparity between his heroes is starting to become very apparent. Death Prophet. Once again, we're seeing this hero, once you fall behind, it's very difficult to try and pick yourself back up. Very similar to a Venomancer. You want to be pushing these towers and applying pressure in lanes and threatening with your ulti. Your ulti is meant to be this, huge ability that everyone's scared of. But with Warcry, with the fact that you are behind in net worth by about 1,500, let's say 2,000 there, things aren't looking too pretty for you. Queen of Pain might want to enter the fray. Enter the fray. Pray. Don't know why I said pray. But the 3 heroes behind the Death Prophet. Enough of a deterrent there to send IGV packing. Which way I'm going to pop this smoke. Oh, he doesn't roll away though. A very, very good blink from Flyby, followed by the stun. Kill off the Earth Spirit quick. It's been a very slow-paced game so far. I actually want to check who's actually died. Queen of Pain is 404, deaths not found. 322 on the Clockwork, 322 on the Oracle, both ex-Wings players, interesting. Sven hasn't died either. Things are going very well for the Radiant team. A number of cores with no deaths whatsoever. But everyone's pretty much just sitting back and farming. The Monkey King needs a fair few items, really, to become that big force. The BKB is going to be the key one, though. Make sure that he doesn't die to Ice Blast Sven stun like he did mid lane twice, even with the Aegis. Ancient Apparition going to move up towards the top with the Queen of Pain as well. They can hunt and look for kills. This pairing. Earthshaker up at the front as well if they want a stun. Don't really need it, but you can go for it if you want to. Makes things a little bit easier. Queen of Pain's heading into the BKB. Sven already has his, actually. Of course, we saw it in the mid lane, didn't we? Bottom lane, Puck. Been a bit quiet the past couple of minutes. Hunted here by the Monkey King, but he just wants to hit creeps for now. Doesn't want to go and look for any kind of a scuffle. Puck, you going to blink clear? A bit afraid of what's coming your way, huh? Yeah, that's understandable. Earth Spirit is lurking around, and SRF just going to re-maneuver the Puck down further south towards this creep wave that's coming in. Probably going to have to TP out. Your Scepter's there, and the blink away should give enough space for the Puck to escape and TP out. Yeah, Monkey King didn't go for the tree jumps or anything like that. Top lane, Faith Beyond. Nice Cogs actually gets away from the Earthshaker. There was no space to enchant Totem at all. Sven is becoming an absolute monster. Not top of the net worth though. Monkey King is still king of that leaderboard. Diffusal Blade now picked up instead of the BKB. Maybe not instead of, but definitely before the BKB, as he should be buying the Black King bar as his next item. The damage from Diffusal Blade, yeah, very strong for sure, but they're going to blink in forward looking for the Monkey. Manta dodges the Fisher, jumps on the trees as he's getting stunned, and he leaps across. CTY, you absolute beast! Manta dodge Fisher, jump to tree as the Sven stun's flying, and then leap while you're stunned. That was just literally frame perfect. I want to swing up towards the top lane. Sven, he's got his BKB, but he has no friends nearby. This could be a big pick-off. No, he blinks away. I don't know if that... He didn't know. He didn't know. The hook shot now comes in. Faith Beyond pushes the Sven back a little bit. There's the Boundless Strike with the Boulder Smash. This is really good chain stunning. He can't even BKB until finally he gets it off. Now turns around with the Cold Feet there, but he's got no mana. He's got no stun. They're still swiping down with the help of the Ice Blast coming through. Death Prophet Exorcism flowing out. The Ghost is coming in. The Blink Echo. Oh, this is big. No Scepter. No Mule Scepter up into the air. Sakata's killed off the Innocent Oracle, so there is no save, there's no false promise, there's nothing to keep them alive. CTY battles swapping, got the Sven, Ghost's still up, the damage output, it's immense, the Fisher there, you don't have to dodge this one, my friend. CTY, burnt down and buried in the ground, 4 dead from EHOME, and nobody dies. Not a single soul falls on IGV. Almost 1,000 gold there for the Queen of Pain as she did 2,500 damage. Look at that. I like that little tapered thing there. Very, very nice. So what does that push her up into? Shiver's Guard nearly done? Nah. She finished the BKB and bought a full plate mail. That's what happened. Shiver's Guard is still a fair distance away. A good 3,500 until that's complete.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Puck very swiftly working on this Aghanim Scepter. Expecting the BKBs to come through, and yeah, we actually see the medallion built by the Death Prophet here. Quite a common item on DP. Solar Crest gives you that nice evasion against the Sven, the Queen of Pain. Even Puck to some extent. You know, the right click from the plus 50 damage talent is pretty damn strong. It's an extra, what, like 30% damage? 25% damage? Wait, hang on, I'm looking at the wrong hero. So you got 128 and it's adding 50, so yeah, it's a good chunk. I do always get scared when Sven uses a stun like that on creeps. I'm like, oh god, who's he killing? Who's he killing? He's killing Ancients. He is slaying Ancients. Top lane, CTY. He's made some godly plays this game. Does need to try and win the whole series though. This is game number 1 in a best of 3, but IGV, they're leading by 10,000 net worth.
Worthy tribute.
We're starting a battle here. Orishan is about to respawn. Dire team falling back a little bit. HYM up at the front. CTY still farming away. 16,000 net worth. he will never stop farming, but Roshan respawns. Rocket Flare will scout it for the Dire, and Radiant Heroes will just walk in there and scout it for themselves. Beating down the Rosh quickly, the Dire didn't need to get into this pit. Radiant back up, the BKB from Flyby is ready, Sakata moving on forward up the ramp, looking for some kind of play here as they clear the creep wave. Dire team shoved this one out a little bit further, but equally cleared just as quickly by the Radiant as they move back towards the pit, but it's not going to be their time just now. Radiant scan spotting for the smoke. Nothing happening just yet though. Dire team, they sentry out. Sentries for sentries. Radiant observer ward here. I think just about spots. Yeah, the pings come out. And now they see the observer ward all the way up here. They didn't see it before because it was nighttime. But they'll spot it at this point, and they understand that they have been watched every step of the way. The wraparound's coming in. Queen of Pain and Earthshaker looking to try and get into this pit from the back end. Go for the backstab. AA and Sven from the north, but the Dire team inside the Roshan pit right now, trying to bring it down to what, a quarter of its HP. This is going very quickly. Where's the Blink Echo? Where's the Ice Blast? Where's the Vortex? In it comes. They're going to have to try and contest this Roshan right now. They must be starting for an ulti. In comes the Echo. Quick is here. Flyby starts slamming people. A Sonic Wave kills the Oracle. IGV, they have this team fight, and it looks pretty simple. Oracle gone. There goes Sakata killing off another. The Monkey King burns. And Sven will just be forced back to safety. It looks like the Oracle did get the ulti off on the Monkey King just before he died, but it didn't really matter in the end. Dog fights. Oh, he's being drained here. Faith Bian killed by SRF in the back. But God strength from Sven. Is he going to blink in and stun? He has the stun. Here comes the damage. In come the nukes, the puck, the cheese. The cheese. Death Prophet. Going to be able to take down the Sven before dying herself. The Earth Spirit rolls on into his own demise near the shrine, won't even bother to pop it. So Roshan gets killed by the Radiant. Old Chicken takes the Aegis and the cheese and uses both of them in that fight. What an absolutely messy, scrappy affair. There are about 3 different battles happening at once. In the end though, the Radiant, they come out on top. IGV, 14,000 net worth in the lead now, 19 to 10. It's been nothing but an uphill climb. EHOME have a long way to go to try and catch up.
Radiant's bottom tower has been denied.
Yes.
Queen of Pain has finally overtaken and eclipsed the Monkey King now. About 1,000 net worth difference between them as the Shiver's Guard is fully completed and heads into the Bloodthorn at this point. So Monkey King needs this BKB really freaking badly. Without Roshan and Aegis and Cheese over on the Radiant side, it is hard to go and consolidate this lead and actually push high ground. So the steal there from the Dire, you know, going into Roshan, taking it and getting the Aegis and Cheese on your DP definitely does slow down the Dire a fair amount. But if they're able to find a team fight over on the Dire side of the map, outside of these tier 3s, maybe if EHOME make a little slip up and go for a smoke play themselves and get caught out, well, it could be punished. But the Radiant team, they're all moving up towards the top lane, and I think they might be getting prepped to pressure into tier 3.
Do it with flair.
rising.
Oh, Monkey King makes a quick escape. Puck now with the pause, the color, the lag.
Haste.
Monkey King gonna TP back to where? To Fountain. Okay. Buys his BKB full. No buyback. How are we looking? Buyback on Death Prophet and Puck. Those are the only two. But if you are the defending team, you need these buybacks. The Radiant, they are going to look for this team fight, and they're going to look for your throne. Full Bloodthorn now on the Queen of Pain. Sprinting down the middle lane. Needs to get here a little bit faster. Her team, they want to start a team fight as soon as possible. This nice Observer Ward up on the high ground. Oh, it's been scouted. They found it. Becoming more and more common now, but HYM blinks to the east. The Dream Coil thrown out, but I can't see the animation. I don't know who it's caught. The damage comes from Sven. There's the Yule Scepter in. The lag begins. Monkey King ulti thrown out as well. But DP obliterated by the Queen of Pain. Blinks forward, looks for the Faith Beyond Clockwork. Shake it also here with a Sven. Critted down. 1034. Absolutely demolished. Monkey King leaps away. The Yule Scepter there for the Puck though. Playing aggressively still. Looking for this movement forward onto the tier 3. Ultis all expended by the Radiant, but they did kill off a number of EHOME players as they now rampage up this middle lane, looking for the racks, looking for that jugular to actually complete game number 1 in this best of 3. Buyback from the Death Prophet required. No ulti for 100 seconds. Died with it during the spell, unfortunately, in the last fight. Monkey King can hide as a tree all you want. Not going to be able to do anything to the IGV team as they run away from your base.
Worthy tribute.
Straight after the Death Prophet has respawned and bought back. Wasted that money. BKB now a pipe dream for her for quite some time. And with a buyback penalty as well, you're not going to get much gold from those creeps. Oh, Monkey. Fisher to start things off. The hook shot catches the puck, but here's the Ice Blast in onto the BKB. Monkey King with a false promise onto him. He can turn and fight potentially. Where's the Blink Echo? Waiting for it. 30 seconds. Don't have the cooldown. Dream Coil, it holds a couple in place here, but Flyby, they've killed the Monkey King off with no buyback available. This looks like it might just be it. Beyond chased by the clock. Finished off. And immediately EHOME, they are crumbling. They call GG and IGV. They will defeat them in game number 1 of this best of 3. Very, very classic draft, classic execution. Slow, steady, simple. There's really not much to say about this. EHOME, they tried something a bit fancy with the DP Oracle, the Clockwork Monkey. But like I was saying, you know, 10 minutes in, you have this epiphany, and you're like, well, they've got all this synergy between individual heroes, but overall, how do they win a team fight? How do they push high ground? How do they gain objectives? How do you win the actual game? Because running at people and fighting them, that's cool for like 15 minutes. While your Monkey King's farming, and then he joins 2 fights and he dies immediately. All that farm has gone to waste. All of that farm has gone to waste. IGV, well played. EHOME, a little bit wonky there, but we'll see how they fare for the rest of the best of 3. Game 2 coming up after this break.